Nobody gives you a second look when you have no hair or when you have a feeding tube. When I was going through treatment, and even now, was one of the few places that I felt normal.
Access to the hub has been really a lifeline, and it's a place to kind of come and find that quiet time, get that support, have a wee laugh as well, and just know that you're not alone.
It's a real emotional roller coaster, and for us coming here just gave us a bit of a breath of fresh air, something to take her mind off it, something to take my mind off it.
It's a place where they can do normal things that they would usually do in the community, but can't due to being so severely immunocompromised from their treatment.
I've personally gone through cancer treatment myself, and I think it's really nice and important to have a place that you can go to where you feel safe, but it doesn't feel clinical.
Was it good fun? Yes. So much fun that you're tired out? Yeah, okay.
It's really fantastic to have a space which is so close to the hospital, which is so well equipped, where families have a space to go to get emotional and peer support.
I think the hub has really taken our support for families to sort of the next level, and it's allowing us to meet them face to face. We're now really getting to know the families, and I think that just makes our support really special and really personal.
I feel a huge amount of gratitude to everyone who's been involved, including all the staff at LoveOliver, all the hard work that's gone in to basically translate a concept and an idea into something that really, really works.
So the hub is just a 5-minute walk from the hospital, just across the road, which is amazing. It's an ideal location for families just to be able to pop over, and we offer a whole range of services and facilities. We've got our cafe and a laundry and playrooms and a garden. There's an office for parents to work in, a quiet room, and we do different activities like a book bug and a wee music group, and our teen nights and pre-teen nights. We do seasonal events along with some of the staff from the ward, and we've also got a warehouse that's full of like toiletries and books and games and things that families can just come over and get when they need them on the ward during hospital stays. So before we had the hub, all our communication with families was through text and through email, so from behind a screen, so it is sort of remote support, whereas now it's just really, it's in person, it's personal, and I just think it's really special to have the hub and to be able to just provide all these different facilities and services for the families, and just in such a personal way.
Along with Teenage Cancer Trust and LoveOliver, we collaboratively work together to run a monthly teenagers pizza night where teenagers who are on or just after treatment come, they meet together, and that offers them a sort of opportunity to connect with people in a similar situation, but also just be in a relaxed environment with us as well and get to know us a bit better. So when they're seeing us on the ward, we're not as, there's lots of people there, it's very busy, then if we've got a better relationship with them, we can work one-to-one with people because they know us a bit from the groups as well.
I represent both Teenage Cancer Trust and NHS Lothian. It's been fantastic to be able to have the facilities here that LoveOliver provide, being able to work with them, with Young Lives vs Cancer, and with other members of our multidisciplinary team within NHS Lothian. It just means that we can provide something which is much more well-rounded for families. Instead of having to go and search out different kind of things, everything's concentrated in one place. And it just means that the service that we can provide for people is so much more efficient.
There's like smaller, more comfortable spaces. There's the cafe, more open. So depending on what sort of chat you might want to have with a family or how they're feeling on the day, there's such a variety of spaces to be able to sort of be with families and just listen to what they're going through and see if there's anything that we can do to ease the pressure a bit.
I think families going through childhood cancer treatment, they can find that journey quite isolating on the ward, and coming to the hub, it's a great chance to meet other families going through the same kind of situation as themselves, to reconnect, to give each other advice, to share their experiences, to know that they're not alone. And I think that's so important, just to have that support. And we know that when we've got a few families in at the same time, just they instantly connect and they become friends. They're exchanging phone numbers, and they're keeping in touch outside of the hub as well, but also arranging to meet at the hub and arranging to be coming along to the different groups that we have available.
Even though Eleanor's now moved to 9 Wells for her treatment, we still come back for the various events that they hold, because we want to still feel part of that community and to meet up with all the friends and families that we've met along the way.
When I was going through my treatment, I had to spend about 5 months straight in hospital, getting home for a few days now and then. I wasn't really allowed to leave the hospital, but I was allowed to come to the hub. It didn't feel sterile and it didn't feel like a hospital. It felt comforting, and there were good snacks and people to talk to. And it was that sort of home away from home and still remaining safe and like close to the hospital that I found great.
So tonight, guys, we are going to be making jesmonite pots, and we have, has everybody got a wee bag of powder? I've done like lots of different classes, quite creative classes, using art as kind of a means of just engaging with the young people and with parents as well. You know, you're using my creative skills to kind of bring people together. We're actually doing something, physically doing something. So it's not always about the craft, it's mainly about coming together and kind of, you know, supporting each other through shared experiences. If you want a deeper colour, you add a little bit more. Same with the green. There's a green, you put a little bit in, it kind of goes like minty-ish green. Using art in creative ways as a way to kind of build your self-esteem back up and your confidence. And once you go through something like, you know, having a diagnosis, or your child has a diagnosis, quite a hard place to be. This is a fun kind of, you know, lift you kind of up a little bit, give you that wee bit of boost to kind of keep going.
Things like the music group and the book bug group, like young children are losing being able to spend time together at such a key developmental age and stage for them working, you know, meeting peers and developing relationships, and a lot of that is taken away because nurseries and things are just not a safe place. So being able to do those sorts of things, that's been huge, I think, for lots of families.
I run music sessions at LoveOliver, and I come in once a month, all the way from babies up to parents and grandparents join in. The more the merrier. We quite often have regular faces, so you really get to know each other. And we just have a lot of fun for 45 minutes, an hour. We sing, we dance, we play all kinds of instruments and listen to loads of different styles of music, and we laugh a lot. Coming to the music class just takes you away from reality for a wee bit, and you just are in such a nice, safe environment. You just have a lot of fun.
We were taking part in the music session today, and a little bit of dancing, a little bit of singing and instruments. Well, there was a little bit of dancing and a bit of singing along. Yeah, so we were just taking part, weren't we? With everybody else here.
We sang hello to everybody, and then we played with the sticks and the scarves. That was your favourite, wasn't it? And the eggs. And we sang lots of different songs with Olivia. It's great fun, and it's nice that all the friends we made on the wards and stuff come as well, so we can all play together. But the songs are always good, really catchy. Like people here today we've known for probably 2 years since we started, and then you get to meet people who are starting their journey and speak to them, and you can kind of share your experiences, or just give a little bit of advice about things like living on the ward or wherever.
We love coming to the hub. It's a place that we've been to lots when she was on treatment, slightly less now because we live on the other side of Edinburgh, but we actively choose to come here, to come to the hub and see people that we know in a place that is familiar, have our favourite foods.
The Howat Foundation initially funded the hub, and we were given the opportunity to run the cafe because they'd heard that we provide meals for families, and they thought that kind of tied in well with what we do. So we started running the cafe, but then over time our involvement has grown, and as of the end of 2024 we now own the hub, and it's honestly just such a privilege and such an amazing opportunity, and we just really want to do all we can to fulfil its potential. There's so much potential, and we're really excited about all the different things that we can do now. So we have a boardroom upstairs, which is a really great space for different meetings. We've had research seminars. The team that we fund at Newcastle University have been up and run a couple of seminars for parents, and we hope to do more of that as time goes on. We've had the therapy team and the nursing teams from the oncology ward. They use the boardroom space as well for their meetings, and it's just great to be able to offer that space to all these different really important parts of the story and of the picture.
Well, the Howat Foundation was founded in 2009, just almost straight after my mum's, Margaret Howat's, leukaemia diagnosis. So we were basically inspired by the people we met on my mum's leukaemia journey, and wanted to help, wanted to see what we could do to help both research and help families suffering with leukaemia. LoveOliver and the Howat Foundation have a shared goal to help families with cancer and also fund research. So the second we met, we knew that we operate along the same lines, so it was very natural to support LoveOliver.
Without the hub, we wouldn't have had this important lifeline, to be honest. So just a huge thank you for everybody that's contributed and made it possible.
It just means that we're not having to struggle, we're not having to fight to find somewhere where we can go that we know we're going to be able to use, and it's going to be what we need.
It's great to be with people who understand, but also aren't necessarily like your hospital team, because it feels so much more normal to be able to talk about the issues that are affecting you with other young people.
We're here, we're really open, you can come in, you can have a space, you don't need to speak to anybody, you could just, go up, have that space, and then you can kind of engage with whatever we've got put on. There's never any pressure, and we're always understanding.
One building offers so many different options, and I think being able to all work together to use it to its best potential, it's great to see how filled, that these families are coming and doing things that otherwise they wouldn't be able to.
LoveOliver is just a fantastic gateway to just help families directly and basically translate what we want to do overall and just to quite a substantial ground effort, you could call it.
We've got so many ideas and dreams for the hub, and we just can't wait to be on this journey and to just do as much as we can, and we're just so grateful to the Howats and all their support for us and just for really backing such a worthwhile cause.